Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Mike Leonetti podcast. This is my first one, and I am so excited. We're going to be here for a long time. I feel in my heart we're going to be the #1 podcast, not only in Las Vegas, but throughout the country. But before I go any further, a special thanks to my very special friend, Mr. Bob Kellogg, that's sponsoring this show. So sit back. It's 30 minutes of a great time. I got two very special guests this evening. I have the wonderful Mr. Anthony Biondo and his lovely wife, Tonya Biondo. These are my marketing people that handle the television show, not only what Rick Manning does for me, but as far as the sales and getting everybody to come in. And I have to tell you the truth. This is my brother, his father, and my father.
We're fathers.
We're fathers.
You're fathers.
That's how it was.
It makes sense.
Does that make sense?
It makes sense.
And we're going to have a great time today. So anyway, Ant, listen. Let's tell everybody what happened last Sunday when I was performing at Aaron's, because you got to remember, starting May 18th, I will be performing there at Joel's Chop House every Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
I love it.
I'll say that again. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Show starts at 6:30. And as everyone knows, in TV land, I was the one that had my mother's house Italian supper club. And, due to my wife, she had enough of it, and we just closed the doors, and we moved over to that location. Now, throughout the 7 years that I've been in business, I've accumulated over 100,000 customers' names, phone numbers. And each week, this television show will be broadcast and sent directly to them. You know what I mean? Because today, I'm going to be honest with you, what we do is everybody is on the phone. Yeah. I can't think of the last time I watched the news on TV. Yeah. Everything's on the phone, and that's what we got. Emails, you get 1 million of them. People don't pay attention. But when you get a text from a phone, you're going to get on it immediately. So this way here, my customers can know exactly what's going on and what I'm doing on a daily basis. And that's what I'm very excited about. So, Ant, let's talk about last week of what we did and the show and so forth, and who you interviewed and what we did. And Tonya was over there. You did a great job, young lady.
Thank you.
Did a great job. A lot of people thought you were sure. And I says no. And they thought my brother was a Sonny Bono. I said, he's gone. So,
He's gone, but I'm here.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
It's an inside joke over here.
Inside joke.
Anyway, like I said, we had this the time of our life. We had a great time. It was a time, it was on a Sunday night, and I'd like to thank Ryan Ahern. I know you're watching me out there, Ryan, because he's always practicing the piano and the gang at Ahern's. Because I'm going to bring them all on. Yeah. I'm going to bring the marketing director on, Lorenzo Clark, Joel Ott, my buddy Joel Ott. I love this kid. What a cook. Ladies and gentlemen, what a magnificent chef this young man is. If I had a grandson, I would be so happy to pass the baton to him. Because I'm at the age now where, something, I'm tired of rolling meatballs. I let this guy do what he does best. My end is the entertainment, the singing, the swinging. But what's so exciting for me is the action of what the people, because what I do is what Vegas was a long time ago. And Anthony, do you know there's not a place in Las Vegas that has a show like mine? There's a lot of good shows, a lot of nice people.
Yeah.
Not like what we got.
See, a lot of times in Las Vegas, when people come here, they know that they have to pay. They have to pay for something. If they want to go see something extraordinary and different, and let's face it, Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, they expect that. But Michael, you do something totally different.
You do.
You give a different flavor to how Vegas used to be, okay? And you say, you don't got to come and pay to come and see. We want you to come and eat, enjoy the show, have a good time, have fun, enjoy yourself. And I'll tell you, when there's no money coming out of your pocket, when you're not going to go see a show, you enjoy the show more. Let's be honest. That's the truth.
That's true.
It is. And, there's a nostalgia there, right? Yeah. What Vegas used to be, really, and I love that. And you can just see it on people's faces, the music that you sang, and you just bring us back to the day. You know what I mean? Get out of here.
I told you that's true. Well, you know what? So like the show, like my show at the my mother's house Italian supper club. When you go to the Joel's, Chop House, there'll be a charge. There'll be a $15 charge for the show. $15. That was 1965 prices. But I wanted to do something special because let me tell you what's happening today. Because you brought it to my attention earlier about these entertainers and everybody's opening showrooms now. The biggest problem is that most of the entertainers, ladies and gentlemen, in Las Vegas, they're performing all over town.
Yeah.
and you can see them for free. And 99% of the places. Now hotels that want to do a show, a dinner show. Now they're charging $25, $35, $45,
Yeah.
$50,
Yeah.
$60 a ticket
Yep.
to see the same people you've seen for free for 100 years in Las Vegas. And the thing is with me, thank God, when I performed, you paid to come and see me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And things are starting to change now. And I hope that Vegas will make that change, and it's happening right now through the vision of Ahern's, because they see the potential, because there's a lot of great restaurants, but they're just restaurants, and they're wonderful. The food is terrific, but people want something different. Where my place, you come in, you're there for 2.5, 3 hours. We don't turn the tables.
Yeah.
We want you to have a great time. My restaurant was the same way. My mother's house, we only had 8,900 seats, and you were close, neck to neck with somebody. But when they came in, they stayed, because when the show's over at 8:45, good night, everybody. You've been a wonderful audience. Because let's face it, folks, 99% of the people in the world, they're in bed by 10 o'clock. The 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning days are over.
That's so true. Oh,
Go on.
Yeah.
they really are.
Go on.
I mean, I'm what, 41? You'll be
You're 41.
31?
You 41?
She told me she was younger.
Yeah,
I
me
don't know.
too.
She said she was younger.
Oh, my God.
I don't know. We
I
gotta
lie.
And how old are you, sir?
revisit
How
this.
old are you? How old? I'm asking you.
This May I'll be 51.
51.
51.
I don't know how you could be my younger brother, and I'm younger than you.
Well,
July, I'll be 72 in July.
God bless you.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because honestly, I just want to be in bed by at least 10:30. I want to be in bed by at least 10:30, right? And I mean, back in the day when I'm born and raised in Jersey, my husband's South Philly, and those days are gone. The bar scene, the karaoke, all that. That was back then, and now I just love to go to dinner and a show. Do I not love entertainment?
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what I loved about your restaurant.
Well, you know what it is? People love to be entertained. They love to be entertained.
Yeah.
But I have to say this, and Mikey, Tonya, you can actually agree with this. I don't think they were ready for Michael to come in that room. They didn't expect.
Nobody's ever ready
They didn't
for
expect.
Michael.
They really didn't expect to see what they were going to see and feel the energy in that room. When he got in there, he lit it up.
Yes.
It was absolutely amazing. He was on fire. He's always on fire. God bless him. But I mean, my goodness.
agree.
I mean, those people were going crazy, and I'm telling you, the owners were just sitting there. I mean, I had to go over and help them get a jack and put their jaw back up. I'm telling you, they just couldn't believe it. They could not believe to see how Michael was up there just taking over.
Yeah.
He was just taking over that room.
May 3rd is today.
Yeah.
Mother's Day is what? That's next week, isn't it?
Mother's Day is coming up.
Mother's Day's coming up.
It's coming up.
It's coming up.
Yeah, Ryan Ahern. Now, let me tell you something. I admire this young man because the people that knew Liberace and remember Liberace, he's the closest thing to Liberace piano-wise. He has the style of Liberace. He has the jazz feel of Oscar Peterson, the great Teddy Napoleon. He's a combination of the great piano players, because there's a lot of piano players in town. There's piano players, but when you watch this young, and I not because I'm playing there, but I admire. There's a lot of people that I know. I'm not going to mention them because they're nice people, but they're not in that kind of a caliber. There's only a handful of guys that are left. So when I'm long gone and Ahern's my age, you understand, he'll continue to keep that level of entertainment.
Yeah.
Especially that he owns the hotel. You know what I'm trying to say? So with the legacy, will move on and on and on.
Right.
Again, I got to talk about Joel Ott, the chef. And the reason why I'm talking about this, not because I'm playing there and I'm performing there. I was very concerned of where I was going to take my customers at. Because I'm not cooking. I'm not in the kitchen anymore. And when I tasted this man's cooking, ladies and gentlemen, out of the people that came, we had 160 people. Out of the 95 people that came for dinner that particular night, that Sunday, every single person came up. I didn't ask them. They came up to me and said to me, Mike, my God, the food is great. And he also did an Italian menu.
Yes, he did.
Which is great.
Yeah,
and
he did.
I'm working with him hand in hand. But, I got to tell you something. And I want the viewers outside to know something about these two kids. They're not only my family, my sister-in-law, my brother-in-law. but they're very spiritually grounded in the Lord. You understand?
Amen.
Because I want to have their pastor in a few weeks, Pastor Russell. You know what I mean?
Amazing.
Very nice guy to talk about a lot of different things. Because I want this podcast to be completely different. Because let me tell you something, Kellogg's, they don't mess around.
No.
You know what I mean? There's a million podcasts. Everything's the mob, who they killed, who didn't they kill, who they ratted on. Everything's a four-letter word.
Goodness.
I don't tolerate that. I don't have that in my show.
No.
Because the marketing director, one of the marketing guys from Ahern,
Okay.
Dano, I was with him this morning. And I want to have him on also as well. Because these are people that are behind the scenes that make that engine move.
Yeah.
You got to have that. You got to have not only a great chef, but the president of the hotel, the vice president of the hotel. You know what I mean? And a lot of people that are there that are behind the scenes that maybe not get the recognition they should, but that's okay. That's what keeps that multi-million-dollar hotel going. And I think, my honest opinion, I'm going to be honest with you, Ahern Boutique is going, and this guy opened up with no casino. I mean, it takes a lot
Yeah.
of cojones to go up there
That's true.
and without a
Yeah.
casino,
Yeah.
which maybe someday they might, who knows? But the bottom line is, as it stands right now, and when people walk in, they are amazed. And what I was crazy about,
beautiful.
because you know my cars, how I am with my cars.
Sure.
When you go to the parking lot, number one, he doesn't charge you to park. Let me say that again. He doesn't charge you to park. Across the street, they want $35. Up the street, $35, $25. You know,
That's a
let
plus.
them do what they want to do. But Mr. Ahern does not charge that. He has a crew of men mopping, let's get a load of this, mopping the garage.
Wow.
But
I
you
love
don't
that.
want dirt to
Wow.
come into his, you can't blame the guy.
I love
mean,
it.
you could actually shave, you know, in the street. That's how good it is. You know, and he's got some beautiful classic cars. You know, and that's what's really nice about
Or
it.
you can do the 2-second rule. If you drop something, you can pick it up, blow it up, and eat it. Well, you
Oh
can
yeah,
you can do that
well, I
in that
would do
garage.
that.
In
Well,
that garage, you could do
Well,
it.
I got to tell you,
safe.
I had one of those croissants. I hate to tell you that. I was walking to my car, I dropped it. I kissed it. 30-second rule. I ate it.
Look, let's be honest. I think it was easier back in the day to do that. Really. I went outside with a pork chop. I dropped it on the side of the curb. You know, that's where all the dirt lays. I picked it up, blew it off, and I ate that pork chop. Okay?
Wow.
I'm just saying.
Why do you do it outside with a pork chop? That's what I want to know.
I was young. We were hanging with the kids riding the bikes, and the pork chop was delicious. My mother made it.
Wow.
I wanted that pork chop.
And do you know, Ton, I don't know if you know this, but Joe Cortez, who also has a show, Joe's my maitre d'.
Yeah.
176 title fights. He did 176 title fights. Everybody knows him. So when you come in to see my show, Joe will be at the door taking pictures, greeting you, shaking your hand. You know what I'm trying to say? We know him as the Claw. We call him the Claw. You know why? Because if you throw him, he looks at, if you got $1, he's going to put you behind a pole because it's got some pole. No, I'm going to tease you. Everybody's got a great seat over there. And then naturally, my buddy Johnny Caminero, who's in his 40s. I've been working with Johnny
Nice
for 10
guy.
years. Love this kid. Master marketing guy.
Yeah.
Master marketing guy. Because our job is to fill that room every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and things work out. I'll do Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday,
Yeah,
Wednesday.
sure.
I don't care. As long as I don't have to go in the kitchen and start making our meatballs. You know, at the age of 72, I want to concentrate on performing and passing what I know on. But Joel, and we got to go there for dinner, and I've been hesitating because I know I got to pick up the tab. That's the reason, because you're another astronomer.
Thank you,
when
sir.
The bill,
Thank
when
you.
the bill comes.
I got to go to the bathroom, too.
That's great. Hey, listen, I don't know you know this, but we're at the 15-minute mark, and I know Rick Manning today did a fantastic job for me, and we're going to do something because I want to do something for Mr. Bob Kellogg and actually promote the product that they have, and we're going to go to a clip. I want to give you, ladies and gentlemen, just a little clip. It's a minute clip of what we have done there. Somebody shot it with a Betamax. They still got Betamax. So get Rick rolling, buddy. Roll it.
California, here I get your kicks on the
Whoa, is that incredible?
Wow.
And that's not
Wow.
even the half of it.
Oh,
I
that's
not
mean,
even-
it was phenomenal.
The greatest
Yeah.
word to use at this point, electrifying.
Thank you, sir.
It was electrifying.
Thank you.
People
Yeah.
were going insane. I'm telling
Yeah.
you, I mean, for the Ahern family to be in the room, just watching this. Usually they get feedback. How was it? Everything okay? They were there live watching this, and they were amazed. They watched the whole thing. It was
Well, you know,
incredible.
it was a funny thing because I even asked Ryan Aaron, I said, Ryan, you got 4 security guards here. I noticed that your dad came. He said, well, he was watching the show. If he don't like it, you would have been escorted right the hell out of the place.
They'd have got the cane and
Go
pulled
on,
him
go
off.
Go on, get him out of here.
Well, he wouldn't pull you out by your hair. I guarantee that.
Oh! Is that how you talk to your brother? What's wrong with you? You know, ladies and gentlemen, I got to tell you something. Bob Kellogg. Bob, I know you're out there watching me with your lovely wife. I love you so much. You have no idea what a special friend that you are. And I know that you're going to be here for Mother's Day. You and I, your wife, we're going to be and see Ryan Ahern's. Then we're going to go to Joel's and get some. Because I when I'm there performing, I don't want to eat. But now, since I'm watching the show, I can have a little something over there. Years ago, ladies and gentlemen, Johnny Carson and Merv Griffin and many of the great people that had TV shows, they would do commercials, and they were live commercials. So what I done today, in honor of my very special friend Bob Kellogg, you know, Raisin Bran was my favorite, but my second favorite was Frosted Flakes, and then the second is Cocoa Krispies.
Oh, Cocoa Krispies.
Right, and then yours, you got the Fruit Loops.
Fruit Loops.
My brother had it. He said, "Push him away from me. Push him away." So what we're going to do, and I got to tell you, you don't remember Chief Halftown. It was very before your time. He used to do a thing called Bosco. And my friend Vinny Motto, who's out in South Philadelphia, we were kids together. He would go, tribal members, try Bosco. And my mother, we used to have it used to be a little thing, and it was chocolate syrup with a lion's face, and you would squirt it. Anyway, I got to tell you something. Bob, this is coming for you. This is what you call Frosted Flakes. So hold on for that.
And you hear the crunch. You hear
Oh
the
my
crunch.
God! Frosted Flakes, spot on, and that's delicious. Andy, try yours. Tell me about yours.
Tanya, go first.
ahead,
Ladies
sweetheart.
first. Ladies
go ahead,
first.
sweetheart. How pretty!
Look, honey, I don't mind eating and getting dirty.
Oh my God!
Did you hear the crisp? Delish.
Delicious. Anthony. It's so good. I can't stop eating it.
He snuck off.
Oh my
He
God!
snuck
It never.
off.
Yeah, I'm not taking. Put the thing. Jesus God! See, Bob, how much people, as old as we are, how much we love your cereal. Unbelievable. Frosted Flakes, Cocoa Krispies, Bob's, Raisin Bran. Where's my
Oh,
box?
it
Top
doesn't
knot.
stop there. I mean, the KELL
K
double G.
Right, you remember the
Has
song?
got it.
Remember, you don't remember the song? Rick Manning, KELLOW, Kellogg's. Best to you.
Now I remember it.
Never to be forgotten. Never.
Unbelievable. That was really, that's delicious.
I'll tell you, this is just a taste. Just a taste what you're going to see in the upcoming episodes is going to be amazing.
Well, you shot the whole show in
4K. It's in 4K.
4K.
It's. I mean, you'll see a little bit of what he has on his head. It's perfect. It's so clear. It's amazing.
This is brotherly love, no?
Unbelievable.
But I want to say too. Did you ever hear that that saying, "You are who your friends are"? And I want to say this, Michael. You have such amazing people around
Yeah.
you. I mean, look at the Ahern family. It's so down to earth. They're there. They're shaking hands. They're coming out. They're greeting all the people that you know.
Yes.
And they want to be part of that family also. You got Joe Cortez. You know, this guy's a Hall of Famer. He's an amazing, down-the-earth guy. I sat down and had broke bread with him. He's him and his wife, just incredible people. And Michael, I have to say, you're a very, very, very blessed man. And if anybody doesn't
Amen.
want to be around you or anything like that, I'm going to say this: it's going to be their loss. Their loss.
And it will be their loss, right? You know, and I just love genuine people.
Yeah.
and you have genuine people around
Yeah.
you. There's nothing worse than hard conversation, and I know you guys know what I'm talking about, where you have to push the conversation.
Yeah.
And how awkward that is.
I know.
But
I know.
but
I understand that.
You don't get that. You know, you have wonderful people surrounding you, and I mean, no matter where they've been in their life, at the very, very top, they are still
Yeah.
just regular, awesome people.
You know, one of the things I wanted to also bring up is Lorenzo Clark. He's from my neck of the woods. When I say neck of the woods, he was on the Merv Griffin show. He's a phenomenal comedian. He's the entertainment director at Ahern's. And one thing's nice, ladies and gentlemen, about this young man, he doesn't use a four-letter word to be funny. Because you know comedy today. Because Jerry Steinfeld was on TV.
Right.
And he was saying that comedy's dead. Because you got to be politically correct. Rickles could have never said the stuff today that he did then.
Right.
All in the Family, forget it.
Oh,
All in
Archie
the Family,
Bunker.
Archie Bunker, forget it. It never would have happened. So, you know, the way things are today, that's why I feel, Ant, when I'm performing,
Yeah.
it takes people back in time, because I was talking to the marketing guy, Dano, and he said, Mike, is your show children friendly? Now, you know, and you people that came to my restaurant, I had a phone. It was a Santa Claus phone. And underneath that phone was a tape recorder. And I would say, 561 to the North Pole, I need to talk to Santa. Can you hear me? The minute I would hit the button, a voice would come back like a chipmunk, which was my voice.
I love it.
And they would say, oh, it's Chef Mike. Hold on, Chef Mike. Let me get Santa Claus. And I would make believe I'm asking Santa Claus. And I would look around, point to the roof like there's a camera. And I'd say to the kids, look up there, give Santa a wave. I'd say, what's that, Santa? Give him her present. All right, hold on. And I had these lollipops custom made that every child that came into my restaurant got a lollipop. Did you know, Anthony? God is my witness. I gave over 18,000 lollipops to those children throughout those 7 years I was in business. Now, I believe in 20 years from now, when I'm going to be sitting, if God keeps me around, I'm going to be in some restaurant.
you're gonna be around.
Some guy's going to walk up, or some woman's going to walk up to me. Are you Chef Mike? When I was a kid, I came to your restaurant. You had a phone. You called the North Pole. It's the little things that mean so much. The handshakes, the hugs, the squeezes. It's not, these other restaurants, they're not personal. You go to Ahern's, it's personal.
Intimate.
Yeah.
It's
It's
very
personal.
intimate. It's intimate.
Right.
That's what you want. And let's be real, kindness is free, right?
True.
And
True.
it doesn't take much to be kind. I mean, smiling is the most basic kind of piecework. So what you were doing essentially was just showing kindness and love. And no, they're not going to forget that. I love that.
And that place, just be prepared, buckle up, because that place is absolutely gorgeous. It is gorgeous. You're
They've
talking millions and millions and millions of dollars in just that restaurant that Mike's going to be performing in. It's insane. You got to see this restaurant. I was blown away when I walked in, because I didn't get to see the room prior to the show. And then when I got there, finally got there, I was like, you're going to be performing in here on the 18th of May, starting Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. I'm like, this place is, wow. I mean, it's amazing.
Well, one of the things I wanted to bring out yesterday, we had a meeting. We had a marketing meeting, and Ryan Ahern was there in the gang. They had the electrical department. They had the builders. This man gave me everything I needed. I said, I got to have a white baby grand piano. There's a certain look for it. They're building me a little showroom. But when you walk in, it looks like the way Vegas was when you went to see Sinatra, like the Sands. And they're like, okay, so why don't you set up over there? We'll give you a light and some. They're going all out because we want to make sure that the experience is right there.
Right.
It's a 5-star hotel with a 5-star show. I'll say that again, a 5-star hotel. Restaurant with a 5-star show, because not to blow my own horn, but there's nothing. I'm the last of what Vegas was. You know, years ago, I played a place, the Dunes Hotel, if you remember it, and it was the Gulf War. It was 1990. My show was at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Wow.
The director said, who the hell's going to come to see you at 10 a.m. in the morning? Well, at that time, I was connected with a place called Caro's and JoJo's. It was like Denny's.
Oh, okay.
The vice president was a dear friend of mine. So what I done, I said, listen, I got an idea. All your breakfast people, when their dinner is over, breakfast is over, go up to them and say, there's 4 or 5 of you. Here's complimentary show tickets, like a comp to go see the Mike Leonetti show. But it was called Something Different, starring, in that time, God rest his soul, my good friend Tony Ferretti, Corey Sachs, the Naples sisters. Okay. Phenomenal show. And those days was $7.50 for a drink. That was the cost. This is almost 30 years ago. That was the cost of the show. And it was just absolutely incredible. But the dudes let me do anything I wanted to do. They still had to buy a drink, so it wasn't free. But we waived the cover, but they still bought a drink. So everybody, because if he gives away something for nothing, it's worth nothing. That's how I feel. But then again,
true.
everybody's different. So the Dunes closes, and another hotel came in because they're still in business, which I won't mention their name. They said, Mr. Leonetti, how much do you want? And I told them. They said, we'll pay it. But you're not allowed to do this. You're not allowed to do that. We're going to do the marketing. We're going to do.
Wow.
And I looked at these people, and I went, okay, so this is what you've done. You tied my hands. Opening night, ladies and gentlemen, at this place. And they gave me a 6-month contract. 6 months. I had 25 people in the showroom. And I swore I would never, ever allow me to relinquish what my marketing abilities is. I'll work with them, but to relinquish and sit back and let somebody else dictate my life, I'm not going to let that happen. I won't let that happen. So the reason why I brought that up is because the Ahern family untied my hands. They let me, like that night, go into restaurants, shake everybody's hand, kiss everybody, thank them. They step back and they said, Mike, you do what you do best. You know what I mean? Because I tell a story. I'm going to tell it real quick because you only got 3 minutes left. When I was a kid years ago, I worked a place and it was $25 a man. And the guy said to me, I said, I'll pack the place. He said, you'll pack it? I said, yeah. He said, well, you ever play a piano? I said, I doodle on piano, but you ever play a Jewish piano? Never played. Would you like to see this? I said, sure. Takes me behind the bar, ladies and gentlemen. He shows me the cash register. He said, there's the Jewish piano. He said, since you're going to pack the place, I'll give you 50 cents a drink. Well, that's what I'm still doing. I'll give you the door. Since you're going to pack the place, I'll give you the door. Anyway, I got to tell you, Ann, I thank you. I love you from the bottom of my heart. My favorite sister-in-law in the whole world. She wears her hair up in a bun, scares people. We were prepared today. We have hats. We have blankets, anything. But she came in with her Cher look.
I can't. Look, I don't know what his thing is. I don't know what his thing is with buns. Please let me know, ladies. Don't you twist your hair up in a bun when you don't feel like doing it. You just got to get it done. I do 2 buns on the side. Next time it'll be that. But back to that, Michael. So you have creative control.
Yes.
Essentially. And that is what you want.
Well,
I mean, in anything.
But I'm working with people that see my vision. Because if they would fight me, it ain't going to work. Because my main concern is, listen, you got to hit the place running.
Sure you do.
You know what I mean? You got to hit the place running. That's why today you need an army. When I came into Ahern's or anywhere I went, I took an army with me. But where I was at, I buried myself for 7 years, but I built an empire. The only thing I'm going to do is take it to another level right now. And thanks to these people, and I got to thank them, and I will thank them every week because I'll be performing there. So it would behoove me to mention what we're doing and all the shots that you did, and all those people like Joe Brown and a million people that you took pictures of and you interviewed. They're going to be a part of the guests, so we can say, hey, let's shoot that piece over there. And I know you took some shots of Joel's food and all.
Oh yeah, look
I did.
great.
I got everything. I did the video. I had a crew come in. We did the video, and it's going to be amazing. The video's going to be amazing.
Well, we got 57 seconds. What's the name of the church? Pastor Russell's church?
Actually, Pastor Ron Vietti is the founder, and that's in Bakersfield, California. And right here in Vegas, it's Valley Vegas Church off of Sahara.
Yeah.
It's home.
4500 West Sahara. That's what it is.
It is home.
It's a lot of fun over there. I really enjoy it.
Yes.
Anyway, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I say this at the end of my show. If I had Aladdin's lamp, and I had one wish to make, I would not wish for caviar or any special dish. I wouldn't wish for dollars yet and dollars I have for you. I'd wish to always perform, sing, play the drums, come to a place like this, come to your living room so you can watch this program and get spiritually filled. And I'd like to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for giving me the blessing that he has given me at the age of 72. I thank you, Mr. Ahern. I thank you. All my friends, thank you. Sinatra thanks you if he was here. God bless you. I'll see you next week. Hey,
thank you, Mr. Keller.
Thank you.